Okay, stream is up and running again. Let me start some music here quick. So, just do me a favor, just for one last time, just hop onto the stream there if you can. You should be able to find me on YouTube. Um, Let me just get some music here in the background. Thanks for the sub. Harris, Stream Beats. Okay, be right back. Just gonna get some cauldron quick. See if I can get some better lights, and I'm just gonna turn off the series in the background. Okay, I'm back. So, to answer your question, Ava, are we supposed to be watching it on YouTube? No, you're not supposed to be watching it on YouTube. It's an option if you'd like to watch it from that side. But the idea is that the interactivity will be via Discord, right? You can chat in the YouTube chat as well, but I'm not going to be monitoring that as much. So, let me just adjust the music temps here quick for the stream. Then we should be good to go. Let me just bring up the chart here quickly. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. You guys are all welcome to follow along and do what I'm gonna do now. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from scratch, right? I'm gonna be clearing everything out of my chart. I'm gonna clear all my red list, all my lists that I've made. So all of these things are gonna go right now, right? So just removing everything. Okay, so let me just swap the screens on the YouTube stream there quickly. Let me just, I think I deleted my webcam. Video capture device. worry much about placement for now. The idea is that we're kicking this off. Like, this is the very first stream right now, so I'm gonna remove everything. So, first things first, let's get this set up. Um, Let me know by just typing in the chat of the Discord who of you are following along with what I'm going to do now and who of you are just watching. Okay, let me just make sure I've got streaming mode on, so I can't really see your names, but I see your first letter, so it says Z. You don't have to clear your trading view. I'm just doing it for the sake of my journey on this, right? I clear my charts regularly, like once a week. So for me, clearing my trading view is not a train wreck. Plus, it clears out your mind, clears out all the past things that you're looking at. I might still need to have cleared individual charts when I add the charts back, but you know, the point of the exercise is just to get in the good routine. So for now, what I'm gonna do is, let's bring up my exchange as well, so I can get that funded. You guys are welcome to use any exchange of your choice, any exchange that you feel comfortable with, any tokens that you feel comfortable with. The idea is that I'm not going to be showing you what to trade. The idea is that we're trading together, right? So the issue that everyone's been having in the past, right, is that not everyone has been able to take their first trade, right? So by just let me know in the chat, have you taken your first trade yet? If not, then you know this is the reason why we've made this challenge, right? So the idea is that we get you comfortable with trading, right? Okay, let me just get a code here quickly. Oh, let me just check the chat here quickly. Just catching up on chat. Mams, watching and learning whatever there is to learn. Cool. Biko. Okay, you're just helping there. Ava, are we able to watch the replay later, as my first time trading and will probably want to watch this a few times. Okay, Ava. I'm assuming you're part of Sniper 9. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Look, this is I wouldn't say it's advanced. I'm basically trading according to the style you learn in sniper school. So there's nothing wrong with you joining here. Just know that we're not looking to make massive gains on this challenge that I'm talking about. But we are trying to get everyone comfortable with trading $10, right? So this challenge is actually perfect for you guys as well because it will allow you to learn. So you're welcome to join. Just get your exchange account set up and funded with $10, and then we can kick you off as well. Um, Although if you're starting with Sniper 9, you're most probably going to learn a lot of things first, um, before anything else. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so why is this not working? Okay, I'm logged in my account. Let me just get to my assets here quickly. Mike, I can't use Binance, but I guess it doesn't matter. I'm using Mexi. Yeah, Mexi's perfectly fine. I don't use many of the other exchanges mainly because I'm a partner with CoinW, so I get some benefits for trading on their platform. Okay, let's go to transfer here quickly. Actually, I need to see what's in my futures wallet. Wait, it's futures. It will only be USD. Lol. Blonde moment, guys. Sorry. Hey guys and girls, who else is having problems with connecting to the stream? Martina, which stream? The Discord stream or the YouTube stream? Okay, let's see what's happening there. Okay, Martina, there's the stream link. You should be able to see the stream from there. I'm just going to delete this message. We don't really use the stat bot anymore. But you should be able to see it in the Discord as well. So if you just click on the stream, you should be able to open it. Okay, let me just mute this tab. Otherwise we're going to hear myself. It's not ideal. Cool. Okay, so you can see my futures account is ready right now. I've got $10 in there right now. So that's cool. Futures. Okay, so now what I want to do is for this exercise, I'm going to use the sniper journal, right? Wait, I think I have it here. Journal. Yes, here we go. No, wait, this isn't the Sniper Journal. This is Thalas's journal. Okay, so that's the base setup there for me. Let's just make a bookmark for this.
To start your trading journal,
Asia session opens in about 30 minutes. Let's see if they pump or dump. Um, if I'm not mistaken, Asia opens in 2.5 hours, not 30 minutes. It usually opens at 2 a.m. my time, which is 12 GMT. Okay, so we have a clean journal. We've got our account funded with $10, so that's perfectly fine. We've got my trading view set up. Okay, so first things first. What you want to do once you get to this point, right, is go to your exchange, right? In this case, you want to list the top pairs that you're going to be trading, right? From that exchange that you're going to be trading on. Okay, so in this case, CoinW doesn't have a lot of pairs, so I'm going to be adding all these charts. So Bitcoin ETH link.uni. And I'm going to be going with the Binance charts. Right, let's see. I wonder if CoinW is here already. No, they're not. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So we want this guy. What happened to the music? cool. What am I looking for in my browser? So link.unidoge. AVAX, Litecoin, and Solana. Okay. Okay. So now that I've got those, I want to add a section break. ETH dominance. I wonder, is there a lot of dominance? Oh, there is. Okay. Not gonna go into that right now. So then we need total 1. And total 2, total 3. We don't really need DeFi and others with this, because my exchange doesn't really have tokens that go into that area. Okay, so that's fine. That's all I need. So now weekly TA. Okay, let me just check the chat. Hey Jose, ready to get into the charts? Yeah, that's cool, man. Mike, CFX has been a big mover. Okay, that's cool. Keep that in mind. It will help you a lot with your challenge. Definitely, if it gives you an edge, trade it. I saw that screenshot, so maybe let's just add this as well. Might be a good start to the week. Okay. Okay, cool. So now the fun starts. So let's just go clear all the charts quickly. Okay, so before I get started, any questions in the chat? Are you guys still good? You guys are all still following? Um, this is basically going to be the weekly analysis that's going to set us up for the week. And this is going to help us know more or less which direction we need to look into. So first things first, pulling up Bitcoin dominance. We're going to go to the daily. Just going to contract all the charts here quickly. Okay. So first things first, let's just get a trend going here quickly. So that was the last major trend that was broken. Okay, so that's not really the one that we want to track then. So let's see this. Okay, so that's a good support trend. We're currently in an uptrend. That's good. Then we want to look for a resistance level. You can actually see that we're in one right now. So what we want to see now is whether we break the top of this resistance. So for those of you who don't know how dominance works, right? So wait, am I on Solana? Sorry, I'm on the Sol chart, guys. My bad. You guys could have said something as well. It's all good. Don't worry, guys. Okay. Dominance. So this is the chart that you want to start with. So weekly chart. Okay. So straight off the bat, we're currently trending up. Very steep trend, good momentum. We have not broken this trend yet. So what I'm seeing right now is we're testing this resistance level. So that would be this here. But we're getting rejected at this level. Right? You can see that we're having a reversal here. So usually what happens here, right? So if Bitcoin dominance goes up, then usually that means that there's more money coming into Bitcoin, right? So what the dominance chart refers to is how much percentage of the total market cap in crypto is in Bitcoin compared to all other cryptocurrencies. So the higher this percentage goes, the more money is in Bitcoin then. So if we break through here, that means that we're going to have a big influx of money coming in. But at the same time, given that we are at a very key resistance level, so this is a big area that we got rejected on. This is another one, right? Potentially, yeah, some resistance as well. But these are more or less three different areas where we have strong resistance. We're currently looking like we're going to get rejected here. So if that's the case, and we see a pullback happen to the trend line and it breaks to the downside, that means money's going to start leaving Bitcoin, right? And it's going to start moving into either USDT or into other alts. And when that happens, right, then we should know that, you know, Bitcoin is losing strength, and it's time to move into some other tokens, right? So that's all that the dominance is for, right? So then we look at Total One. Total One is all the market cap for Bitcoin and altcoins. So this is the major trend that we're in right now. This is a key support level that we've bounced off of. And you can see that we're currently testing this resistance level right here, right? Okay. So what this is telling us now, because this is the total chart that's hitting into resistance right now, very key resistance level that is, we should start seeing sell-offs happen now from coins because of the resistance that we're on the totals, as well as the resistance that we see on Bitcoin dominance. So now that we know that the Bitcoin dominance chart is looking short biased, as well as the Total One chart, now what we could do is just draw a fib from this last low to the last high. Okay, so technically we could draw it a little differently. This is only in respective to this pullback here, so maybe I shouldn't draw it this way. Let's do that low to this high. Okay, so what we want to see is a pullback, and we want to see a healthy pullback. So we want to see a pullback to at least 50, right? If you remember what Fefe and all the other guys tell you about 50 fib, it's the equilibrium for a move up or a move down. If it comes down to at least 50% retracement, then we are good and it can continue going in the direction that it wanted to go. So in this case, if we see a retracement to 50 fib, we're pulling back to halfway in the range, so we could expect some consolidation here and potentially more sell off to the bottom of the range. And by the range I am referring to this, right? So if we do see that happen, right, we could see a potential bounce on support and trend, and this would be a very nice sight to see. So let's just look at the timing here quickly. So this is at the end of October, entering November. Let's do some other TA here quick, or some fundamentals quickly. So Bitcoin monthly close averages over the last few years. don't exactly know the site that Run uses, but we should look at this. I think it's this one actually. Okay, so what we want to see here is we need to go back to November. Can we go back further? Let's see. How far can we go? Okay, cool. So this month was a really good month, right? 28% up. So October last year was also up. November was down. November 21 was down. October was up. The year before that. Okay, this was bull run season, yeah, right? So November and October was up. We go back even further. Can we go back further? Let's take this back to 2016. Okay, we are looking for November 2019. So November 2019 down, October was up, November was down, 2018 was a red October. Let's see, the year before that, that October was green, and this November was also green. Okay, so you can see by 2017 they were good. 2018 they weren't as good. October was the only bad October that we've had. But then after that, the October was green, November's always red. Let's see, October's green, November's red. October's green, and we can see November starting to go red. So, based off of historical data, we should be looking at shorts, right? We should be biased towards shorts, just based off of history. Yes, 2016 and 2017 were green in those months, but this was also the first bull run for crypto, right? So keep that in mind. There wasn't anyone to play against the people investing. That's why you can see most of 2017 was green, right? Okay, so now that we know that November is generally going to be a red month for us, we need to be biased towards shorts. Okay, so we know that total is at resistance. We know that dominance is at resistance. ETH dominance, right? ETH dominance may actually find support. Look at what we're seeing right now. We've got this massive climbing trend that has slightly broken under the trend, right? Obviously depending on how you drew your trend line, but I've just done it off of wicks. So there's about 3-4 areas of wicks that are touching. You can see we've broken down below this. So what we want to see ideally, right? I think maybe even So what we want to see here in this scenario is that we find support for ETH in this area. Okay, so that would be a good support area for ETH dominance. Actually, this area is a little wider. Then, looking at resistance levels, the key resistance level would be this one here. Okay, and if we look at the fib, okay, so ETH dominant buy zone is literally in the golden zone. That is the key buy area. So if we see ETH starting to gain strength in this period of time, that is because it has a good horizontal level that's in the golden zone. You sort of lost trend support, but that's obviously debatable on how you do your trend line. So I mean, if you had your trend line off of body candles or candle bodies, then it would be even smaller, right? So then it would look something like this, right? So you can see that we've broke down, retested, and now we've dropped. Obviously this is subjective to how the trend line is drawn, but for now I think that looks quite nice, so I'll leave that trend line like that. So now, okay, we know that ETH has already dropped strength, so we're looking to see if ETH is going to gain some momentum to the top side over Bitcoin. So now we go to total 2. We can see that total 2 has not got the strength like Bitcoin or ETH. So straight off the bat, this is the trend that we'll be tracking. We've got another falling trend over here that's not really getting tested. And overall it's just looking really weak right now, right? The lower highs aren't getting much lower, so we're just dropping slowly. Total 3, similar story. Okay, so we're not seeing much difference between total 3 and total 2. That means the alts aren't doing much yet. Azroth, hey Jackie, long time since I've seen your nice chart colors. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, so now let's go to Bitcoin. Jeez, what chart is this? Mike, I don't understand how you get zones and not support and resistance lines. Okay, let me go back to the ETH chart, right? So the reason why I draw boxes and why everyone draws boxes is because in the box there's a million different areas that will act as resistance, right? So I'm going to use the horizontal rays here quickly to show you, right? So technically this is a horizontal resistance level, right? But so is this one, so is this, so is that one, So the reason we draw boxes like this, right, is because it's the most concentrated area of resistances, right? Same with the supports, right? So if I go, that's a level, this is a level, that's a level, the top of this is also a level. So you see, like, if you continue just doing this in a specific area, you'll find that there's like 20 different horizontals that you can work with. But it's only in this green area where you're finding all those good areas. Okay? And when they're all this close together and clumped up in an area, that makes the zone that we're looking for, right? So we know that if it gets to anywhere in this box, it's time to take profit or it's time to raise stops. Does that make sense? Cool. So back to the Bitcoin chart. I wonder why this one looks like this. Let me just get a different Bitcoin chart here quickly. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Okay, so for these charts, I'm gonna work on the daily time frame. I just want to see something with the fib quickly, so I'm just drawing a fib from here to there. Okay, 318. No, sorry, not 318. 386, 382. It's also a strong horizontal level. Okay, sorry, just getting my zoom correct, but this is the level as well of resistance. Then we've got this trend line. You could also say that we have a smaller trend line over here. Okay, so for Bitcoin right now, right, we're in a strong resistance level. It's a 382 horizontal, so that makes it like super strong. I'm gonna bring in my MA indicators here because the MA and volume obviously. Where's MA? Let's go with this guy. So I like the 200s. So 200 daily. Okay, so 200 is crossing through that area over there. Let's see where the weekly goes. Weekly's crossed there as well. Okay, Monday's too big. 4 hour. Okay, 4 hours trending up as well. Cool. So I also started playing with the 300 because why not? So you can see massive support on this trend line. The 300 MA daily. Let's see where the weekly's going. Okay, it's not enough data for the weekly 300, and you can see that we've also got the 4-hour 300 going through there. Okay, so I'm just going to put it back to the 200. We know that it's a very strong support area. Okay, so this is what we need to see right now, right? Either we break out, so either we break out and come test this resistance, or we get rejected here and drop to find support on this trend line. And as we can see right now, that if we get to this area again, it's gonna be super strong. Reason being, in this box, buy zone, let me just make a note here for myself.
That was necessary. We'll stop watching this.
What am I looking for? I am looking for this. Okay, so based off of the Bitcoin chart right now, right? There's two setups we could potentially look at here. So I'm looking at this on the daily, right? So just some things that I've noticed, right? So myself and a few of the other mods did some back testing, and we found that in the previous cycles, so previous bull run cycles, each time we started, like, you know, going up this way, the first move up from this low, right, always traces to 618 and then pulls back to a strong support level here. And I'm thinking that this is the level that we are looking for, right? So ideally what I would like to see then is a breakout over here to the 618, which is the 40-ish level. So we might not hit exactly 618, but we might hit this resistance level here, and maybe wick closer to the 618. But then we'll have this play out according to what I've seen in previous cycles, right? So it's going to be the last bit of depression, right? So we thought that this is the depression. It's not really. We're still going up. Depression needs to be like this, basically flat, right? We haven't had that. If you look at this Bitcoin chart, according to the market cycle cheat sheet. So with that in mind, then I'm pretty certain we should be coming up to test this level next, right? And if that does happen, then I am pretty sure we could look at a pullback to the strong support level with all these MAs that we've seen laying here, and this will be the strong support level that we're looking at. So a spike here could be the instigator for this massive climb, or further on, like I don't know, like I'm just speculating here now. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Key level here would be obviously what happens in this resistance. Okay, so if I just go to a 1 hour time frame to see if there's anything that we can look at right now, we can see that we've got this trend going. Okay, so you can see that we're actually starting to form a very long extended flag, so we might actually see a breakout here. So I'm just going to draw a fib here quickly. Okay, that was a 618. So what we're looking for now is market structure. So let's say low, high, higher high, higher low, lower low, equal high, higher high, equal low, higher low. So there hasn't been a change of character yet. So what we're seeing here is we might actually see a push. So what we want to see right now is resistances, the 1 hour setup. So that will be a resistance level. Okay. I think for now, let me just see here quickly. So if we are in this area right now, right? We haven't had a change of character to prove that we are coming down yet. So if this plays out and it plays out correctly, actually this right here is the first sign of weakness. That's a lower high. Okay, so we need to wait and see what happens in this area. Okay, let's move on to ETH for now. Okay, so ETH is giving us a different picture already, straight off the bat, just looking at the MA. So daily MA, weekly 200 as well. So massive support for the daily, and we can already see that this is the key support level. Then we've got this trend rising. We also see a slight trend like this forming. Okay, so that's cool. Volume is alright. We just bounced on the MA daily. So what would be cool to see here, right, is if we reject this trend line to pull back to the strong horizontal, maybe even the 200 area, and break out from there, right? So that will then test the support and make it a SR flip.
Hey Jackie.
Hey,
See you
Cyan.
doing an AMA here.
Yeah, we're just prepping for this $10 challenge.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. But now I don't have time to do the challenge because I have too much else to do at this point. So I thought I'd just pop in because you were here and I was going to take 2 minutes before I get back to work. But I need you to tell me what the market is doing this week. I need a pullback so I can buy some coins.
Oh, you see, your boy over here has actually started streaming it to YouTube, so you can catch the full replay of what I just said. There's like a massive list of alpha in there. Basically, short story short, Bitcoin's gonna be pulling back if it doesn't break out in the current resistance that it's in right now, right? I'll bring up my chart now so you can see. Sorry, that's the dominance chart. So we sort of making a flag now on the lower time frames. It's shown a little bit of weakness in the lower time frame, but that's fine. The bigger picture is still a bullish flag. So if this flag breaks out, you could see us traveling to the next resistance at the 44k level. That will also signify a 618 on the biggest time frame, so the monthly time frame. And then if we do see that happen, we want to see it pull back after hitting this resistance level to about the 28,500, give or take. Reason being, you see this text that I've got going here, so the 200, wait, let's just make this clearer so it's not so confusing. MA. So this horizontal level here, this green buy zone, has the 200 MA 4-hour daily weekly, as well as the 300 MA 4-hour, and I think the daily as well in this area. So if we pull back to anywhere relatively close to this area in the next pullback, this could be the area that spikes us into the beginning of the bull run.
Okay, so because I'm going back to work now. When we have that pullback and we get there, you need to send me a message and tell me so that I can buy more. Because I think it's going to be the last pullback that we have.
Yes, this is going to be the last pullback. So, hey Josh, your sister and Sean went through some lovely TA with me a few weeks ago, and we came to the realization that we haven't really had depression. Look at the Bitcoin chart, right? There hasn't been a sideways flat phase. So that sideways flat phase is going to be this pullback that's coming now, right? And this is going to pull back to almost the same level as this low, right? But in perspective, when everything blows up to those new high time frames, this low and that low is basically the same level, these two.
Okay.
So when you get to this level, just know that this is the final buy-in. If you didn't buy in here, you're missing out on super lows for the bull run. Look, you should be buying in now before this breaks out even higher, because this is still a good area to buy. I mean, yes, if we do the math here quickly. So what? This is 145% that we've gained since November last year,
Yeah.
but that's only a fraction of the price climb. The price climb for the bull run is expected to be something like 2,000%.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I can show you here
It's
quickly.
too late to buy. But it's too late to buy now, Jackie. It's already run how much? So I need to wait for that pullback before I buy.
Yeah, so let me just pull up the weekly here quickly. Remember that exercise you and I did not, like, I don't know how long ago this was, but we were just estimating. So the 3618 is the level that we should more or less have the new all-time high after the bull run, if the bull run follows the same cycle that it has in the past two bull runs. And from the current low to that high, that's 1,200% that we're gaining.
Go get it.
Right. Yeah, so that's the breakdown that I've got for everyone right now. Solana's been a beast. Like, it's just been so strong. It's not following norms right now. Look at that. So bounce off 200 MA and hasn't stopped yet. We are pulling back slowly, but that's on lower time frames, right? So that's because we've hit the resistance level at 40. So unfortunately, you can see that we didn't have enough to break through it. So I'm just going to move this up quickly. So that's the top of the resistance level. This is the actual resistance. So we couldn't break through this level. So we should see a pullback to a similar situation if we can't get enough momentum to break through. But remember, Solana is not following the same sort of TA that Bitcoin or ETH is. So we can't use the same fundamental or TA analysis that we're using on the other 2 year, because it's got other things going for it, right? Market adoption, NFTs rely on it, integrations with a lot of e-commerce now. I mean, this thing is bound to explode just based off of the fundamental news that we've got going for it. So yes, short story short, I have to wrap off now. It's 12:30, and I need to be at work in the next 5 hours, give or take. First day at the office, so it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, short story short, we're looking at shorts in general now, right? Based off of the ETH dominance chart, we should see ETH get more strength this week compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at resistance. The dominance is pulling back, meaning people are going to start shifting their Bitcoin to ETH for more gains. If we don't hold this current trend line that we're on for the dominance chart. If this trend line on the dominance chart holds, that will signify us breaking through this resistance level that we're seeing at 382, so the 35,900 level. So if dominance holds, you could be looking at a breakout here. So the play here would be watch what happens on Bitcoin. So I'm just going to zoom in here. Watch what happens on the Bitcoin chart, 1 hour, for the small flag that is formed. If we get to the top of the flag here, we could break up, but breaking out of this flag breaks out of this major resistance that we've been in, right? So that would be the long. That's actually what I'm going to set up right now. So let's go with a long position. So if this is the case, I would like to enter the trade on the trend. Actually, just a little above the trend. Stop loss would be more or less just under this horizontal that you can see here. So in this case, I'm going to use the horizontal raise because this is an exact level. So that's almost a 2% stop, right? So reason why I'm going to set this trade up, right? Asia open in like another hour and a half. We don't know what they're going to do, but generally Asia open pumps the market, especially on the Monday. So what I'm going to do now is I need to calculate how much I'm willing to risk. So in this case, if I'm willing to lose 2%, so it'll be the 2% stop loss divided by the current stop loss that I've got on screen. No, wait, did I do that right? Yes, that is right. So some exchanges will allow you to go into decimal points, but basically it's just 1x for this trade. But I'm only going to be putting on 25% of my my portfolio, the $10 in this case. So then I will multiply that by 4. So now you can see it's a 4.7. So you can up it to 5 if you really want. So I'm going to use 4.5. Is that possible? Why not enter the trade now, right? So look, entering the trade right now, we don't know whether it's actually going to make it to here, okay? We don't know whether that's going to play out because we're already in the middle of a range. So if I draw this fib here, you can see we're at 382, right? And we haven't broken through 382. Generally, if you don't break through 382, you're coming down further first. And if we do come down, then we are going to have a violent break to the bottom of the pattern if it does go down further than that. So what we want to see is for it to break up. You can have an entry just above here, but just remember, like, it gets more risky if you have resistance. And this little play out here, this is actually Head and Shoulders. You can see it over there. That small Head and Shoulders there is still a resistance level. So that is why you wouldn't want to enter in this area, because this is still resistance as well. So the safest entry is above all the resistance, which is also the break of the trend that I've got there, right? So if we get to this point, we know that the chances of it actually playing out is higher or highly likely compared to an entry from here, because the entry from here might just go up and come back down. This is just like, I'm not going to be watching my chart to wait for this to happen, right? So I want to go sleep, I need to go to work, and this is how you do it. This is what people need to do, but no one tells them, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to Bitcoin. Oh, the other reason why I'm also doing it this way, right? If I have this trade that I want to do, right? But I put the full capital on it, then I don't have any other money I can use, right? So in this case, we're on low capital. So I want to make the best out of the opportunities that I get, right? So in this case, I'm gonna start entering this trade if we get to that specific level that we looked at. So 5x is what I'm looking for. Can I do 4.5? No, I can't. Okay, I'll do 4. That's lower than my risk tolerance, so that's fine. 25%. TP and stop loss. Shot for the follow. Let me just check who that was. Okay, thanks. Oh, my music stopped. I didn't notice. Okay, so let me just copy the stop loss here quickly. So another habit that we need to get used to, right, is setting correct TPs. So in this case, let me just remove this 36316 here. I'm just gonna set this to the 50 fib on the bigger area. Okay, so this is the correct TP that I want. So the habit that we need to get into here is that if we don't start setting our TPs bigger, we're gonna get stopped out when they could have actually run, and when it's bull run, it's gonna be harder to get into trades, especially if you miss the entries, right? So this is the habit that I'm gonna start doing, and that is to target like a 1 to 12 trade. Okay, so then that is the long that I'm gonna buy in. So because I'm doing 4x at 25%, it should be the same value as my portfolio. So that's about $10. Clicking confirm. Wow, okay. Minimum order is $35. You gotta be killing me, bro. Okay, so that might be the only constraint then when it comes to these challenges. Let me open my Bybit account. Sorry, just signed into the wrong Bybit account. Yeah, it's CoinW, bro. They don't have a lot of liquidity, so they don't really cater to anyone lower. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to do this challenge on CoinW, which kind of sucks because they are my preferred exchange. Well, I could always do this on spot, but that's not the point, right? Okay, I just need my auth code quickly. So, Paul, the trade that I've set up is the break of the range. So, it's ranging on the daily time frame, right? But everything that we're seeing there is if it breaks out of the flag on the lower time frame now, it could break out of the range. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Cool. Let me see if I can get some crypto onto this exchange quickly. What would be the best way right now? Alright, this way. Oh, while I'm busy doing this, is there anyone with any questions?
Um, I have a question.
Yes.
You said that Bitcoin was supposed to go to the 3.618 mark. How do you know that? I mean, I know the reason, but how do you know that it was going to be 3.618 and not 1.618?
Okay. I can show you now. Let me just get the chart with the
Yeah,
best
yeah, I
history
know.
quickly.
Yeah,
USDT. Looking for the Bitstamp. That's not Bitstamp. Bittrex. Yes, this is the one. Okay. So first things first, we need to go daily. Oh wait, I don't have Pro, so I can't go back that far. Okay, so this is the first Bitcoin bull run, right? So this is the all-time high for that period of time. So bring that fib down to the local low. So that would be the low that we have currently right now, right? So this is that move up. Look, 618. So now let's go to the next cycle. Wait, there is another cycle further back. I'm missing one. charts. Oh wait, it wasn't a USDT chart, it was Bitstamp. There we go, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so this is the oldest Bitcoin chart. Okay, so
Yeah,
if we look at
it's
okay, so this was the first sort of cycle, right? We retraced to 382. We had a pullback, but because there was no low adoption, we didn't pull back further than 382, right? But now, as we move on to next cycles, it changes. So here we go. Fib, climb, 618, pull back, and this time we only pulled back to 382, right? But there was a 618. So now, next cycle. You can see the same thing happen. There we go. Fib down, low, 618. Current cycle, high to low, halfway to 618. And so the reason I believe we're going to 618, the trades that I've done in this past year that have been the best trades I've made was trades where I've gone to go look at the previous cycles, right? So the trades where you've done the backtesting on previous cycles, right, are always going to be the trades that are going to be the most accurate because you're playing on cycle history and herd mentality. So people don't know it, but they're trading into patterns in previous cycles subconsciously. Some people, the people don't know what they're doing, but the whales manipulate it that way as well because then they know where they should buy and sell.
yeah, yeah, very interesting. But how do you then anticipate that Bitcoin is going to be? You said earlier, I think that Bitcoin should go to the 3.618 mark and make, I don't know,
Okay,
4,000%
so
or something.
if I go to
How do
the
you,
previous cycles, I can show you.
yes, please.
Okay,
Very
so
interesting.
let me bring up my 3618. So this is the 3618 for that very first cycle in Bitcoin. You can see that we actually went past 3618 in this first cycle, but that's because it's the first cycle. So if I bring up that on this fib, second cycle we blew past 3618, right? But point is that we've made it past that point. So now this cycle, this is the current bull run cycle, or not bull run, but the last pump to a bull run. You can see 3618.
Wow.
So
Oh, yes.
based off of that alone, so if we did this percentage from this low to that high, 1800% that time, from I'm just gonna guesstimate here, but from that low to this high, that was 2200%. So you can see the climb is getting contractually smaller, but it's still a big amount.
Wow. Oh, that's just brilliant.
So yeah, so if we bring this 3618 up here, you're looking at a 200k Bitcoin, give or take.
Mm. Well, on Twitter, you have the most, well, fantastic predictions. But, well, obviously they're all about, well, 150 to 100k. So yes, it makes sense. Mm. Mm.
Definitely. I'm glad you agree.
Yeah, that's very, very useful. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, let me just get my laptop quickly. Right. The joys of funding your accounts, guys. Okay, let me do this quickly. Right, so Paul, the thing with fair value gaps, right? They don't have to be filled immediately. They will be filled eventually. So even if we move up first before we come down, that strengthens the theory that we will come down to that level. That level is a key level from what we can see in the tier that I showed you guys a little earlier. Okay, got my wallet address. Okay, Paul. Let's just clarify here, right? So your different views that you're sending, you're just gonna keep confusing yourself, right? So read the chart for what it's saying right now, and what it's saying right now is that we're at resistance, right? So if it doesn't break the resistance, we are shorting. That's what all your charts have said there right now, right? Is that we need to short. The scenario I have given you is if we break to the top side. If we don't break to the top side, we're not going long. That is why I put my trade above the pattern, because that means the trade will only happen if we break to the top side.
Go at the top right hand corner, click that button. Do you find it?
Okay, come on now. There we go. $20. So now I can do my trade. Okay. So now we are looking for a Okay, so I must have got something here. Let me just go back to my assets quickly. Okay, let me just refresh the page here quickly. Okay. Stop loss price must be lower than order price. Order price is higher. I don't get it. Okay, that was really weird. Okay, but now, why is my stop loss so big? Okay, this is not working. Jeez. Okay.
Jackie, it's because your account is not funded.
Right.
If you have a look there, you can see that your equity balance is equal to 0.
Thanks.
So you
I
don't have,
transferred everything to
yeah,
the
you
wrong
don't have
account.
any money on your account.
Thanks for
You can
that.
transfer it, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I transferred everything to the Spot wallet. That's why.
Mhm.
Okay, let me see here quickly. Okay, seems like Bybit also has a minimum threshold as well. Wait, I don't get it. Why did my order trigger? Okay. I am gonna need to look into this limit minimum buy order situation because I don't really have the time or energy to look into this right now. So what I would suggest is you can do this on the Spot side of things. It's not an issue. So let me try. Okay, so I am going to do this on the spot trading side for now. It's gonna be super slow, but that's okay. The whole point is to get better at all markets, right? So Okay, Bybit, your exchange is driving me crazy. So I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, but every time I've placed a limit order, right, it's just market executed as well. I'm holding Bitcoin right now. But the same thing happened on the futures trade. Okay, I think that's it for the night, guys. It's past 1 o'clock. I'm really gonna need to hop off right now. I hope you guys learned something in the charts today. That will set you up for the week. So just remember, looking at short biases, if Bitcoin doesn't break that resistance level that it's in right now. So cool, guys. Have a lovely evening, or morning, or day, or wherever you are in the world right now.